Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's siu-yee, and I make videos about frugality and finance. It is December. It is a great day. It's my cousin Domenica's birthday. I get to start a new budget today. I got my first real YouTube hate comment. That was fun. I really do appreciate when anyone gives me criticism as long as it's constructive. The moment where people get petty or I get petty, I'd rather just move on with my life, and this is a hobby of mine that I'm really enjoying. I've never really had a hobby before other than watching TV, but if it stops being fun for me, that's where I draw the line. But I got my first real hate comment though, so is that am I inducted into YouTube now? Is that how it works? Anyway, I currently have $90,514.15 of debt. So I just want to go over my November budget first, and then I'll go over my planned December budget, which I really hope to stick to this month. November, I got the 2 paychecks I had been expecting, and I got a tuition reimbursement, which I was not expecting this month at least. One of the reasons why my November budget flopped, as you'll soon see, is because I didn't realize that the registration for the following class I would be taking for my master's would take place in November. I thought it would be maybe mid-December, and that's just poor planning on my part. So when I finished the class, I realized that I had to pay for tuition for the next class, and I had planned my budget out without that tuition reimbursement. Then I ended up getting it within the same month, which was awesome. And so I got an A, and I got the full tuition paid. It was for a project management class. I felt like I could have done better if I hadn't been so busy. But again, it's just all part of learning how to manage your time with work, school, and if you want to have a life maybe. So I feel like I'm in actual college now, but I'm just taking one class. And this $900 reimbursement is actually made up of 3 different work trips around the same time essentially, and then another reimbursement for a different trip. Upwork, I made $91, freelance writing, and I hope to make more this month. I sold a TV on Facebook Marketplace. It is my first sell on Facebook Marketplace, and felt pretty good to sell something. If you haven't noticed, there used to be a TV right here, and that's the one I sold. Instead, I have a festive Christmas tree and festive hair today, and a festive sweater. What more can you ask for in December? And then I have all of the cash I acquired this month. Giving. So the day that I got my reimbursement check, by that point, I was not expecting to get the check this month because it was kind of late in the month, and I had already restructured my budget to not include that check this month and roll it over to the next. But instead, an opportunity to donate to someone presented itself, and I felt like that was the right thing to do in that moment, and I can always make up for it in the next month. And so that's why my car fund is a little less than I had planned, which is okay. Part of it is because I donated the money, and then another part is just me not being very intentional with my money, which is something I want to rectify in the next. This is just leftover cash that I have for this month. I did overestimate the rent payment for December. It ended up being $620, including the prorated pet fee, and then my trash fee also ended up being prorated, which was cool. Moving. Your girl didn't plan for her move. I ended up spending $380 on movers. I wasn't planning on hiring movers, and actually I canceled the second set of movers that I was hiring. I should be getting the reimbursement soon, but I haven't yet, so therefore it's here, it's expensed, but I'll probably be getting half of this amount back. I spent a lot of money on EasyPass, but I also went on a lot of work trips, so there's that. I spent a lot of money on gas for work, parking for my final exam I had to pay, and then I spent some cash on gas as well. McDonald's, work. This is all work trips. These are long drives, so I like to be fed, and I sometimes need to be caffeinated even though I don't typically drink coffee. So that's what that is. Okay, this torta is actually a sandwich that I bought after my final exam because I was super nervous afterwards. My grade depended on it. And I did well because I got my reimbursement. Okay, so I had mentioned this in my November budget video that I had spent money on Gymshark for when Whitney Simmons dropped her line, and so I bought stuff there. I love the material, and I thought that all the influencers were just saying that it was buttery soft, but it was I'm wearing it right now. I'm wearing the black leggings. Buttery soft. And then when there were restocks, I got 2 more pairs of leggings, and they may have accidentally sent me an extra pair. Some of the things I ordered and the extra pair became Christmas presents, and then I got sucked into a Black Friday sale that did not take place on Black Friday. Making moves. Oh, YouTube equipment. As I said, I have never stuck to a hobby this much. When I first started the channel, I actually considered getting a nice camera, but then I just decided I would film on my iPhone, and I did for most of the time I've been on YouTube. I've been shooting on my iPhone. It helped me get comfortable in front of a camera. I may not be 100% there yet, but it certainly helped me practice. I just uploaded videos on whatever I wanted to make, honestly, whatever made me happy. When I decided not to get a camera, I kind of left it as an open end in my thinking that if I was able to wait until November, I would probably be able to get a good deal on the camera that I wanted. I never planned for it in my November budget because the specific camera I wanted was the Canon EOS M50 in white because I just like the aesthetic, and that camera hadn't been in stock for months, or it was priced at $750 when it had been originally priced around $500 on Amazon. I just didn't want to spend that money, and the price never dropped back down to $500 in basically the entire time I've been on YouTube until 2 weeks ago, and it dropped to $650, and the white color was available. This is my chance. This is the only chance I have to order this camera while it's in stock. I got my camera, I got all the accessories. The same week my camera arrived and I finally used it for the first time. The price dropped another $100 to $550. That's what I get for not budgeting and for not being patient. My phone bill was $53. Walmart. So on one particular work trip, I made the mistake of wearing a nice-ish coat around sulfuric acid. Had it on for like 2 seconds. I had to get a new coat. Company paid for it, obviously. I'm gonna bring my lab coat next time. Paid the tuition for my class in the winter quarter. I had to get a hotel for a work trip. Percy stuff, my test proctor. I bought Percy some treats and some equipment to help train him. Went to Reddit to get some stuff I forgot at home from my work trip. Netflix. As I said in my moving costs video, I did pay to change my address. I took Percy grooming again. Apple Care, that's usual. My car payment and my student loan payment. December. So it turns out I am allowed to cash out any vacations I have over 20 days. And I happen to have 30 days of paid vacation available. And so I requested that they be cashed out. I am expecting a paycheck this size. Maybe it's less. I'm not sure how the taxes are gonna work. The next 2 paychecks, I'm just planning for them to be the same as usual, but I think they might be lower because by that point I will have my address officially changed to New Jersey and taxes are probably higher here. So for my freelance writing gig, I'm gonna start being paid $60 per 1,000 words now. I now have $100 in cash. My emergency fund is at $1,000. I'm planning on finishing off my car fund by sending $2,873.03 to it. It's in my savings. It's there until I pay off my car and my lease ends. Nothing to Empower, nothing to my 401k. So I learned Verizon does not prorate internet, but I guess I understand. So I'm gonna have to pay the full bill this month. My water bill, I expect it to be the same or lower. Electricity, around $40. They said that they might be giving me like a $6 credit because of an issue with the bill. So maybe it's gonna be lower than that. Moving trucks. So the cost of the moving truck I'm renting is $110 and they'll charge me. So I'm planning $120 as a buffer for that. I looked up the DMV prices and costs for my vehicle registration and license paperwork. So I'm budgeting $160 for that. I will be registering it as a leased vehicle, even though I will have the money to pay off my car this month. I'm just gonna ride out the lease. I'm budgeting for gas, for work trips, and commuting to work. Although I have been working from home most days, which has been nice, now that I officially don't live in PA, I'm gonna have to spend money on gas and on tolls. So I have Easy Pass budgeted, and I have all of the cash that I have budgeted for either gas or the tip for the movers that will help me load stuff from my apartment onto the truck. $54 for my phone. I'm gonna leave $100 for miscellaneous. If something comes up or if I need to buy like a last minute gift, I hopefully will not break my budget. Since I made my first sale on Facebook Marketplace, actually shout out to the guy I sold the TV to because he knew I was following the baby steps and said good luck on that. So if you're watching this, thank you. It was a wonderful coincidence that you know about Dave Ramsey. So now I'm thinking of trying to sell a bunch of other stuff, maybe furniture, and hopefully I'll be able to make some cash from that. I watched a lot of furniture flipping videos last night. Those furniture flipping videos are inspirational. Maybe it's gonna be my new side hustle. Percy has to go to the vet and I need to have his nails clipped. I found an ebook of the textbook for the class I'm taking on Amazon. I will likely be heavily relying on the textbook. I doubt that expense will go away. Netflix, $9.24. Apple Care, I hope that that's gonna be over soon. Car payment, and I'm gonna send $4,731.66 towards my student loans this month. If you'll notice, it says earnest because I refinanced them again. I was actually able to refinance with earnest to a 3.56% interest rate, as you'll see here. So car savings, I'm gonna be done with that this month. Car lease, I'll be done in April. Student loans, I'm back with earnest. It worked out when I left. It has worked out even better coming back. I'm saving like $1,000 just on interest by refinancing. I may not refinance again, but maybe I will because this is just what I do. But really, I do love earnest, and since I am a client now, I can provide you my referral link, which is listed in the description box, where you can earn $200 if you refinance with earnest, and I will also earn $200. So it's a win-win. Obviously, shameless self-plug here on my own channel, but refinance with earnest, it's so good. Anyway, my first payment is not going to be due until January, but I am going to be making a total payment of $4,731. But it's crazy because I was paying $335 in interest a month. That's $70 saved every month. So far, I've paid off $55,615.18 since I started my debt-free journey, and that value does not include any interest. And now we have December here. Now to my net worth. In December 2020, I am valued at negative $75,154.81. I love that for me. That's all I had for today. Stay tuned for moving videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment constructively. Share the video if you'd like. Leave a comment below telling me what you're budgeting for this month.